Tell us about yourself and why you want to be a spokesperson.
I have a background in communication/marketing/public relations and a passion for engaging with the public. As a spokesperson, I can effectively communicate messages, build strong relationships, and represent a brand or cause with integrity. I thrive in high-pressure environments, and I believe my skills in clear communication and problem-solving would make me an excellent spokesperson.
How do you handle difficult or challenging situations with the media?
I remain calm, composed, and transparent. It's important to acknowledge the issue, provide accurate information, and avoid speculation. I would focus on delivering key messages while maintaining professionalism and trustworthiness, ensuring the brand's reputation remains intact.
How do you prepare for a press conference or media appearance?
I'd research the subject thoroughly, anticipate possible questions, and rehearse my key messages. I also review any background information that could be useful for providing context. In addition, I prepare mentally by practicing speaking clearly and confidently.
Describe a time when you had to represent a company or organization during a crisis.
In my previous role, I was responsible for managing communication during a product recall. I quickly coordinated with the team to draft clear, concise messages, keeping the public informed at all stages. By staying calm and transparent, we regained trust and minimized damage to the brand.
What do you think are the most important qualities of a successful spokesperson?
Key qualities include excellent communication skills, the ability to stay composed under pressure, adaptability, and trustworthiness. A successful spokesperson must also be persuasive and empathetic, capable of building rapport with the audience.
How do you handle questions that you are not prepared for?
I would remain calm and acknowledge the question honestly, while offering to follow up with more detailed information later if necessary. If I don't have an immediate answer, I would ensure that I connect with the appropriate person or source to provide a response in a timely manner.
Can you explain how you would effectively communicate with different media channels?
Each channel has its own audience and communication style. For TV or radio, I would focus on being concise and engaging. With print media, I'd be more detailed and articulate. Social media requires quick, direct responses, while a press conference would require thorough preparation and a more formal tone.
How do you ensure your message resonates with your target audience?
I make sure to understand the needs, concerns, and interests of the target audience. I tailor my message to speak directly to them, using language that aligns with their values while addressing their questions or concerns. I also use clear, compelling storytelling to keep them engaged.
What steps do you take to build and maintain trust with the public?
I focus on being transparent, consistent, and honest. I make sure to always provide accurate information and take responsibility when necessary. Following through on promises and being accountable is key to maintaining trust over time.
How do you handle pressure during a live interview or public appearance?
I stay focused and take deep breaths to manage my nerves. I rely on my preparation and training, reminding myself that I am representing the brand, not myself. I stay calm and composed and keep my messaging clear and concise.
What is your approach to working with PR and marketing teams?
I collaborate closely with PR and marketing teams to ensure we're on the same page regarding key messages and objectives. I participate in brainstorming sessions and actively contribute ideas to align our public communications with the overall brand strategy.
Can you give an example of how you've successfully persuaded someone or a group through your communication?
In a previous role, I was tasked with presenting a new product to a skeptical group of stakeholders. I highlighted the product's benefits, shared testimonials, and addressed concerns. By presenting facts and building a connection with the audience, I was able to gain their support.
How do you handle negative publicity?
Negative publicity requires a calm, measured response. I would acknowledge the issue without being defensive, provide factual information to clarify any misunderstandings, and then focus on the steps the organization is taking to address the situation. It's also important to continue emphasizing the positive aspects of the organization's values and actions.
How do you ensure that your message stays consistent across all platforms? I make sure that my talking points are consistent and well documented across all communication channels. I collaborate with the team to ensure we are aligned on the message and make sure it is tailored to the platform, but without straying from the core message. What are your thoughts on the role of social media for a spokesperson?
Social media is a vital tool for real-time communication. It allows for direct engagement with the public, but also requires careful monitoring to ensure the message is accurate and aligns with the company's values. As a spokesperson, I would use social media to provide updates, answer questions, and address concerns promptly.
What do you believe is the most important thing to communicate during a product launch or announcement?
The most important thing is to clearly explain the value and benefits of the product while addressing any potential questions or concerns. I would emphasize how it meets customer needs or solves a problem and ensure that the launch aligns with the company's broader vision and goals.
Describe how you would represent a company in a sensitive or controversial issue.
In sensitive situations, I would focus on empathy, acknowledging the concern and showing understanding. I would provide clear, factual information while being mindful of the tone and make sure the company's stance is aligned with its values.
How do you ensure you stay informed about industry trends or issues?
I stay informed by reading industry publications, attending conferences, and networking with professionals. I also follow key thought leaders and participate in relevant discussions to keep up with emerging trends.
Can you describe a time when you successfully worked with a difficult journalist?
I once worked with a journalist who was very skeptical about a new initiative. I took the time to listen to their concerns, provided detailed answers, and followed up after the interview with additional resources. Over time, I built trust and established a professional relationship with the journalist.
What motivates you to be an effective spokesperson?
I am motivated by the opportunity to represent a cause, product, or organization I believe in. It's rewarding to know that my communication can influence public opinion, help build a brand's reputation, and ensure important messages are shared with accuracy and integrity.